Shooting slide film is a very unique experience, and seeing yourself developing it for the first time feels almost magical. Hi, I'm Marta, and today I'm going to show you how to develop your slide film in the ADOX film processor step by step. To start the process, we will first need our already exposed slide film. We will also need the chemistry of choice, and today I'll be using ADOX chemistry for the E6 process. And here you can actually see how I prepare it. Of course, we'll also need all the essentials accessories for loading the film into the Patterson tank so we can safely develop it afterward. There is one very important thing you need to know about the E6 process. Temperature is absolutely everything, and we need to keep the specific temperature during the whole process and every single step. That's why before we even start, we need to heat up our chemicals properly, and it's actually recommended to heat it up a little bit higher than the actual temperature of the developing process. So the chemicals won't lose temperature too quickly during the development. And keeping the temperature as stable as possible through all the process really makes a difference. And also a little pro tip, you can use a towel and cover your Patterson tank and ADOX during the process, so it really helps keeping the temperature stable. But thankfully, the ADOX film processor makes it much easier. It features active time compensation. That means when our temperature drops slightly during the process, ADOX will adjust and extend the development time so we can get really consistent and great results every single time. So it's time for the moment that you were waiting for. Let's start the process step by step. So first step is very simple. We just need to use the proper program in ADOX film processor. So we are going straight to the menu and choose E6 ADOX. So we are starting by preheat the Patterson tank, as I said before, and we are just using the warm water for that, and time for this step is around 2 minutes. Now we can start to develop, and it's time for the first developer. We're gonna develop in this one for 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and the first developer is actually building the structure of the image. Now we need to rinse the film, and it's also very important to keep an eye on the temperature and use the temperature which is pretty similar to other steps of the process. Time for color developing. This is the second developer which actually brings the color to life, and we are developing in this one for 6 minutes. It's time for rinse once again. Now it's time for bleach, and it's gonna take us 6 minutes. Next step is final rinse, and this one is gonna take us 4 minutes. And the last one is stabilizer, and it's gonna take us 1 minute. The results you are getting from developing slide films are so rewarding, and also there are so many ways you can enjoy them. Of course, you can scan them just like regular negatives and digitize your photos for sharing or archiving. But one of the most special things about slide film is that you can also place the slides into dedicated frames and safely use them in a projector. And projecting your photos onto wall during the gathering with friends is such a unique experience. It's a very beautiful, nostalgic way to present your photography, almost like stepping back in time even today. Thanks for watching, and I really hope that E6 process doesn't feel this complicated anymore and you want to give it a try. I highly recommend to try it out with ADOX to get the consistent and great results all the time. Remember to subscribe our channel and keep in touch in our social media.